Man, have you guys ever tried these things? It's like being in a serene oasis.
Lame, only like my 5-year-old brother plays with those.
Well, have you ever tried playing with a fidget spinner? These things have to be better than twerking and the Harlem Shake combined.
Like Sydney said, they're pretty lame. You're acting like my dad who pretends to like rap music in order to be hip.
Brayden, you good? My fidget spinner isn't annoying you, is it?
Oh no, that doesn't bother me at all. It's just the salad kind of sucks.
As we follow the journey of the wasted dinner, you'll soon realize it'll end up in landfill. But why does this even matter? According to the United States Composting Council, landfill from food waste produces methane, one of the detrimental greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. The carbon footprint of food produced and not eaten is estimated at 3.3 billion tons of greenhouse gases. That makes food wastage the third top greenhouse gas emitter after the United States and China. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, approximately 1.3 billion tons of food gets lost or wasted. That's roughly 1/3 of the food produced in the world for human consumption every year. Essentially, if we can save just 1/4 of all of the world's food that's currently being wasted or thrown out, it would be enough to feed 870 million hungry people in the world. Here in the Portland region, food accounts for nearly 1/5 of all garbage going to the landfill. That includes food that could have been consumed, along with scraps like carrot peels, eggshells, and chicken bones. A large amount of food is wasted in restaurants as well. Oftentimes, the staff is required to throw out leftover food, meal orders that were mixed up, and plates of food that were hardly touched. Businesses are a source of 44% of all landfill-bound food generated in the Portland region, and food scraps make up about 25% of that. However, Oregon State Law 30.890 gives full immunity to any food cleaner, donor, or distributor, making it possible for restaurants to donate untouched leftovers that would otherwise perish or be thrown out. So why don't restaurants just donate all their food? A big reason is because many managers have a misunderstanding of how food liability works, since the law itself is a bit convoluted. They prevent donations to the homeless in fear that if their food is rotten, they may face charges that could potentially shut down the restaurant. But just how is Sunset affected by these issues?
We get 2 great big well carts full of garbage, and there's a lot of food that's in there. And there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of like apples and oranges stuff. They usually, a lot of times they'll play soccer with them instead of eating them, so we'll find them smashed in the halls. Some of the stuff they just waste because they don't like it, so they'll throw it around the cafeteria or in the hallways and stuff. We're cleaning up food all the time. There's also bowls out there that for fruit and stuff that they can put their food in there, and they'll give it to kids that don't have enough to eat or whatever, and they can come by and get some food.
Although food waste is a big problem that currently exists in our local community, others are using it to their full advantage.
Fuel was about $5 a gallon back then, and I was thinking, boy, I need some other kind of solution. And my friend, he had converted his Volkswagen Jetta. He converted it to run on vegetable oil. I thought, hey, that's pretty slick. I'm gonna see if I can work that out for my car. At the end of the day, I run diesel through for about a mile to purge it out. But other than that, it's completely free and just runs off of the oil from restaurants. Since 2008, I've been doing that, and that saved me between $12,000 and $15,000 in fuel costs.
So what can be done to fix the problem? Believe it or not, the solution begins with you. Think of all of the food that you throw out every single day. Each leftover portion of a meal that's uneaten builds up over time and contributes to the growing problem that is global warming. There are limitless ways to go above and beyond to combat this issue, just like Mr. Bird. Fortunately, many of them are much less intensive than altering your vehicle. For example, if you currently know any restaurant managers, make sure to inform them that they are encouraged by the state government to give away any leftover food. A great program worth mentioning is Fork It Over, which is a non-profit organization here in Portland that helps countless local restaurants put their excess food to good use. At home, whether it be limiting the amount of groceries you buy or eating past meals as leftovers, the small things make big differences over time. Another viable solution is composting. Composting is a great way to get rid of many remaining food scraps while being environmentally conscious. Issued by the Oregon government, they can start at prices as low as $8, or you can even build your own. With your help, we can ignite the movement and start making the world a better place, little by little, starting from Sunset High School.